Hi guys, in case you can't tell from the fact that I'm in my low-key stained sweats and the giant pile of clothes on my bed and the fact that it's December, we are doing our annual trying on everything I made this year video. I wish I could say I'm excited about this. It's not my favorite video to film because do you know how exhausting it is to change that many times? I also get really bad dust allergies. I took some like premature preparative allergy meds, so hopefully I'll be fine this time. But if you watch last year's video, I'm like sneezing the whole freaking time. And same thing, we're gonna go in chronological order or something close to that. I low-key like can't remember the order in which I made things. I haven't done the total, but I don't think I actually made that much stuff this year. This is a whole rant for another time, but I think because I started doing content full-time this year, instead of just like doing it as a hobby on the side, I've always had to like film full-blown videos for everything I make, which means that I've actually made less stuff, which is kind of sad, but we're not gonna get into it now, okay? Let's go ahead and look for our first piece. Okay, this one I might need to give a steam before I put it on because I just pulled out of the suitcase and it's looking quite wrinkly, but it's this off-the-shoulder, like mohair crochet sweater. It's reversible, so you can do it this way or with the bow in the front. I will say, I think I made this last December. I'm just doing everything that I didn't include in my compilation last year because I think I filmed that like early December, so some of the stuff didn't make it in. Okay, let me steam this and then try it on. Don't expect me to keep this up, but for now I'm trying not to style the pieces, but to like wear them with stuff that makes sense because obviously a lot of these tops are not going to look spectacular with my sweats. But look how cute this is. I honestly forgot about this because I haven't even looked at it since last winter. I've been trying on a lot of off-the-shoulder sweaters, like in stores, and I just think because I have wider shoulders when this panel is like super, super chunky, it just kind of accentuates how wide my shoulders are. So I like that this is a thinner material. Here's the other way around. The bow is not quite sitting right after being in storage. It's definitely less my style, much more like cutesy coquette, although I do like that the neckline is a little bit more like this. And I mean, I did style it with like a beret and glasses, and I took photos at the museum with Emily, and that was cute. That was a vibe. Honestly, this piece I'm liking a lot more than I remembered. So we're off to a good start. Okay, next thing I made was my striped mohair bolero pattern in pink. I know I said I was gonna go in chronological order, but obviously I later made the cupcake skirt to match, and I wanna try them on as a set, but I don't wanna try the bolero on again later in the video, so I'm gonna try the set for you now. Okay, this is really a walk down memory lane. I have not looked at, let alone tried on, a lot of these pieces for so long, but here is the set. Do a little spin. This is probably one of my most, there's a piece of fuzz in my nose. This was probably one of my most viral makes of the year, which really took me by surprise because the little skirt, it's in my finishing my abandoned crochet projects video. It was like a very random thing that I freehanded. Y'all know I don't do a lot of pattern releases, or I didn't until the back half of this year. I always get requests for patterns, but like the requests for this skirt were so truly overwhelming that I actually released a pattern. Okay, it's not my style. It's pink and flouncy, and I don't know why I gravitate towards making pink flouncy things when I would never wear them. But I just like, I think they're cute. I just don't feel me in them. I also was too lazy to put in a bra for this top. So if it's looking a little empty, that's why. I say this every time I try on one of these boleros. I'm like, this is so cute. I never wear my boleros. I just think it's like a little bit of like a tricky weather situation because like they look weird under a coat. So you can wear them like only when the temperature is cold enough for the bolero, but not so cold that you need a jacket. I really need to make a bolero that's like not wool, not mohair, just like cotton, and then maybe I'd be more likely to wear it. That's not true. I made a cotton bolero and I don't wear it. I just don't think I'm a bolero wearer, okay? Which is deeply ironic because a lot of people know me for my boleros. Speaking of boleros, the next one is my striped mohair bolero pattern in gray. I completely forgot I made this. I literally took photos in it. I had like a video drafted of it. I think I just didn't want to post it right after I posted the pink one, and then I completely forgot about it. So you guys are learning of this piece the same time I am. This is actually very cute though. I am like immediately gravitating much more towards this because of the lack of color. What's shocking is that I've never made this pattern in black. I think I avoid making a lot of my new designs in black because they pop a little less on social media, and that does matter. But I think if I just made every single piece I made in black, I would wear like way more of them. I might try and make a black version of this year. If not a bolero, then maybe a sweater. I feel like every single year this video is just me trying on everything and being like so surprised that it's cute and saying maybe I need to make this in a different version, or maybe I'll start wearing it and then not wearing it. But nothing. Also, I know I just went on a long rant about the lack of use cases of a bolero, but I just remembered, this is not a novel thought. I've said this before, but I am re-remembering it now. These are so perfect for festivals, or for like, this happens a lot in Southern California, less so in New York. Those days where it's like super freaking hot during the day, like you want to be wearing as little clothes as possible, but then as soon as the sun sets, the temperature drops like 10, 20 degrees and it's so much colder. Because this is, you can like stiff stuff, compress it into a tiny ball and like throw it in your purse and then whip it out at night, and it will keep you so warm. So like this would be so perfect for Coachella, any music festival. Okay, I have a written list, by the way, on my computer of the stuff in order, if you're wondering why I keep like marching off screen. The next thing is this. The flower dress that's on Bartholomew. I really don't want to take it off Bartholomew, nor do I want to put it on, because it's kind of like a process. Because I've mentioned this, but like when I flew Bartholomew from California and reassembled it, like I did FaceTime my dad to do it, but I don't think I did it correctly. So trying to get things on and off of her is really hard. You guys will quickly see why this is not my favorite process, because like, fuck. Oh, fuck. This cannot be the way things are meant to be, you know? Alright, go back. Oh, fuck. Okay. Here is the flower cutout dress. If you are not familiar with my lore, I crocheted 100 flowers for 100K and then could not actually figure out a way to use the flowers, and that's how this dress came to be. This is actually the third iteration of the dress. If you've seen that video, I first tried to like connect all the flowers to create a dress, and that looked like used toilet paper. So I eventually realized I had to like put them on a clearish background so you can actually see what they are, and that's how the mesh dress happened. You guys are gonna get so mad. I don't even like this dress. Okay, here's the thing. I love the cut, all right? I feel like this is like the ideal cut for my body type. My body type being, I have no tits, but like a low-key kind of fat ass. I feel like this cutout makes my waist look thinner. I kind of have a wide rib cage, so I don't have like a super snatched waist. And then in the back, I hope this isn't like inappropriate. I don't know how much of the cheeks are showing, but you can see it's like a low back. It shows my lower back tattoo. Everyone knows I love any dress, any clothing item. What's happening to me right now? Any clothing item that shows my tattoos. The flowers I still think are fugly. Even if I still did flowers, if I just like used this base but made like bigger sprawling flowers, kind of like some of the Cult Gaia pieces. I'll try and like insert photos. If you like look at them closely, they're pretty, right? Because you can like see all the stitches, but from far away, the shape is not super clear, like because the petals aren't very long. And that's why like I tried so hard to like flatten these flowers, ironed it, steamed it, was like laying it under textbooks and stuff. And the petals are still kind of curling up. The other thing is I can't separate my legs more than like shoulder width. Like this style of dress where it like is really tight at the bottom, you're supposed to like add a slit like in the back so that you can walk. But I just like did not think I could walk in this dress, but it's like, I mean, you guys can't really see my feet, so I don't know what I'm trying to show you, but like I can't really walk. And which is fine, because like I feel like the kind of occasion where you'd wear this dress is not like run a marathon or anything, but it does just make it way less practical. The thing about this dress though, whoa, sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder and seeing Bartholomew just naked in the corner is kind of freaking me out. It was like the most, I don't want to say avant-garde because that's like really pushing it, but it's like the most like kind of designed, the least wearable piece I made this year, and that makes me kind of sad that this is the only one, because this is the type of stuff I like to make. A little bit more high fashion, less like something you'd find in store. Just because I've been doing content full time and like the financial situation matters, I've been like doing a lot more like practical wearable pieces that I can write patterns for, because like the pattern revenue does help. Also, because I'm trying to get like a YouTube video out every week, and obviously I cannot make a piece like this every single week. Also, that reminds me, I am going to do, I like asked on my Instagram story if you wanted to see this. I'm gonna do a 2025 project planning video. I was worried because it is gonna spoil a lot of the things I'm gonna make, but I feel like all my videos, I kind of go in already knowing what I'm doing. I don't show a lot of myself like conceptualizing, so you can look forward to that. What is the next piece? You guys are gonna get sick of me saying this, because every single piece I'm gonna try it on and be like, this is cuter than I remember, but this is cuter than I remember. I don't remember if I said this in the video where I made this sweater. I think I said, oh, I wish I had a little denim skirt, like a Y2K denim skirt, which I still don't have. But I think what I like had in mind was like, oh, I want like a true blue denim that kind of matches the blue in this. And I now have this pair of jeans, and I feel like this immediately makes me like it more, because the way I styled this, oh my god, I'm already sweating. The way I styled this last year was I did like a little black skirt, black tights, black leg warmers, docks. The black just felt very random to me because there's like no black in the sweater. I just like didn't know what else to pair it with. Also, the top of this fit of this top, I'm like glitching so hard today. I think the really dramatic sleeves are fun, and the striping pattern is honestly really cute, even though it's really random. If you watch this video, you know that this did not turn out like at all what I had planned, and I think that's what... Oh no. Sorry, I just discovered a dropped stitch. Oh. I just remembered I was going to try and tell you what yarn I use for each piece. For this, I use the Loops and Threads Facets for the thicker yarn, and then for the mohair, I think it might be the Diablo from Hobby. I will link all the Hobby yarn down below. I don't know if y'all realize, but I have commission links for them, so if you're ever buying Hobby yarn, use my freaking link. For the pieces I already tried on, this I use the Hobby Friends Cotton 8-4 in like one of the cream colors. I'll put it down below. You will see that I use Hobby Friends Cotton for like freaking everything. This one, the thicker yarn, is a Karen Latte Cake, and then the thinner yarn is the We Are Knitters Touch Me Mohair in like gray. These guys, the thicker yarn is the Red Heart brushed yarn, and the thinner yarn is the We Are Knitters Touch Me Mohair in salmon, I think. And then this one is the We Are Knitters Touch Me Mohair in black. The We Are Knitters mohair comes in like pretty big bundles, which I do like. So if you're making like a full piece where you're doubling it up, you don't have to purchase like 4,000 balls of yarn. What's the next piece? It is this very long skirt that I made with this flower motif. Crochet by AG has a really great tutorial that I followed for the motif. I was originally making a mini skirt, and then I just like, y'all know I love flow state, and I thought like once I got in the flow of like memorizing this pattern, it was really satisfying, and then I just didn't stop. Whoa, I'm suddenly so naked. Real fans will know the top I made the year before. I'm just wearing it because I feel like these look good together. I mean, it's so flattering and it's so cute, but it is very, very tight. And the whole not being able to walk situation it's actually even worse for this skirt. And it's more of an issue because if you can't walk in that, oh yeah, I put it back on Bartholomew because the naked Bartholomew was freaking me out. If you can't walk in that, like whatever, but this skirt, it's like a beach cover up. So I'd wear it in situations where I'm like walking downstairs or like walking on the beach, like situations where I need to be able to separate my own legs by more than like 18 inches. So this skirt really fails on the practicality front. I do know like I could pull it up. Can I pull it up? Okay, obviously I wouldn't wear it over the bralette. I don't feel like this is giving, guys. Okay, my ass feels like extremely constricted, but this is actually kind of cute. Maybe I'll wear it like this, just like over a bikini. It is nice that it's strapless, right? Oh, this is funny. Okay, let me go get it. Okay, this took me so long to find. My camera literally died. This is a blue skinny scarf. Obviously, I don't know why I'm telling you that. You can see it for yourself. And I made this along with a blue beanie. Like I knit the scarf and I crocheted the beanie, but the beanie looked quite bad on me, as most beanies do, and it looked really good on my friend George, so I just gave it to him. So the beanie's now in California. I made these for a brand deal with Smartwater, but it wasn't like just for the brand deal. I genuinely thought it would be a cute set of accessories. I don't think I've really mastered the styling of skinny scarves. Like I was gonna make more skinny scarves after this and then realized I don't know how to style them. I'm just gonna insert a photo of how I styled it on Instagram last year, and you can see like it can look cute. I think it's a little bit too thick, especially when I do it all the way around the neck. It kind of looks like I'm being choked by like a boa constrictor. I don't know, I taught Emily how to like make a skinny scarf and she made one with the Karen latte cake and hers is really cute. By the way, I use the Hobby Unicorn, I think, yarn. I'll link it down below. I use that doubled up. For this skirt, I use Hobby Friends Cotton 84. Per usual. I desperately need to change out of this. What is next? Bad news. The next item on the list is a piece I made for someone else, so I still don't get to change. But it is the matching pants that I made for George. Speak of the devil. The year before, I crocheted him this like camp collar shirt for Coachella, and then I made the matching pants. I used a pattern, by the way, that's all linked in those videos. This is not a series, by the way. George does not get a third piece for Coachella this year, okay? It's someone else's turn. That set is just like, it's freaking expensive, okay? It looks expensive and it also should be expensive because I cannot explain how long making those pants took me. Okay, it has some competition with like that flower dress, but in terms of just like straight up crocheting, I think that is the piece I've made that took me the longest because, again, it's Hobby Friends Cotton 84. The funny thing about those pants, though, is that you're supposed to make like a proper Romanian cord for the drawstring so that it's like strong enough to hold everything up. And I literally didn't have enough time to finish the cord because he was like waiting for the pants to go to the airport. And so I like finished the cord and was like, I'll bring it to you later so that you can like actually hold your pants up. And now I can't find where I put the cord. I lost it in the move, so George's pants are being held up by a literal chain. What is the next piece so that I don't have to be naked anymore? I should have known because this is the other piece from my finishing my abandoned projects video. It is this crochet mesh button up, which I did end up releasing a pattern for later in the year. Okay, I don't know that this is really how I would style this shirt. I just like all my linen pants and summer pants are in storage, so light wash denim is the best that I could do. I also don't usually wear this shirt buttoned up, like I wear it over something, but frankly I was just too lazy to find something to wear it over. This is like not the easiest shirt to re-button when you have long nails, so I try to just leave it buttoned if at all possible. I've talked about this before. I don't love the fit of this shirt. I wanted it to be much more oversized. It was inspired by this Bodhi shirt that had like a bunch of like berries and leaves hanging on it. I ended up not doing the berries and leaves because I was like, it's a little bit silly, but I kind of regret it now. Like I don't regret it because this is more wearable, but I do regret it because I feel like that was what made it editorial. Like this is more editorial. What I ended up doing instead was sewing, I don't know if you can see, I sewed these like little seashell looking pearls and beads and just like clusters all over it. I do think the beads look cool in the sunlight, but I find that in lighting like this, you really can't see it and then it just looks like a normal shirt. I will say I like that it's a very versatile, adjustable, unisex pattern. Like if you look at my pattern testers, you can do a short sleeve version, long sleeve version, very slim fit, very oversized. One girl used a Karen latte cake and made like a fuzzy version. And this was my first time making like a proper button up, like doing the button plackets and the sleeve cuffs and the collar. So in that sense, I do like not how I turned out. Well, I guess I like how it turned out. How it turned out. We're like a third of the way through the pieces and I already can't talk. So this is not a good sign. And this is Friends Cotton 86. Okay, next piece. Kind of dreading trying this on because I literally don't remember how I laced it up in the back, but it's my tied coaster top. That's literally what I call it because it looks like a coaster or like those things you put pots on top of. And the color scheme is literally like an exact color match for like Tide detergent, or the New York Knicks. I like love the bright blue, bright orange color combo, but every time I use it, I get memed. Okay, I figured it out. I mean, I would hope so. I'm the one who came up with it originally. That's what the back looks like. I also normally wear like a sticky bra with this so that I look like I feel like there's no problem embracing my flatness, but because it already looks like a coaster, the more flat I look in the top, the more coaster-like it looks. I still like the colorway. Well, these pants are not helping. One second, I'm gonna put on dark blue pants and you will see that it helps with the Tide colorway. Like, is this helping? Is the dark blue jeans selling you on the Tide colors anymore? Also, please disregard how my hair looks in this entire video. I learned my lesson last year. My hair gets like so screwed up from like changing all the time that I just didn't bother to style it. Definitely didn't bother to style my bangs. My bangs would get destroyed in this video. I made a matching headscarf for this now that I'm talking about hair. I have no clue where it is though. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, it's not my best work, but just trying to give y'all a general idea. I have made this style of headscarf before. I made like a plain cream one for my vacation to Puerto Rico. I do still think, especially the cream version, kind of reminds me of those mesh wrappers that you put around Asian pears. This one is definitely less pear-like, but like these colors, when would I ever wear this not with this top? I guess with like a matching bikini, that could be cute, but I don't have a matching bikini, so I don't know why I said that. Okay, next is this little like bikini short set. I mean, it makes sense because I'm going in chronological order and we're entering like the spring summer portion of the year, but this is just a lot of stuff that involves me being very naked, which, I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I am comfortable not wearing a lot of clothes, but since I got back from Asia, I've literally been in sweats, like sweats and sweaters, just so many layers because it's been so freaking cold in New York. It feels very jarring to be trying on something like this. Yarn wise, this is Hobby Friends Cotton 84 along with some other cottons. I don't remember. You're gonna have to check the description for this video. Oh my god, do you guys want to see a jump scare? I was trying on the shorts and I like realized they technically go together because okay, relax. But this is like actually the most traumatizing outfit I've ever seen, especially with the headscarf. Wow, I am such little clothes on. The general consensus between me and everyone I know and all the comments is that these two pieces don't really go together. I've never actually worn them together besides in the video where I made them. I've actually never worn the top at all. I do want to do that. I think if I made like a little striped bikini to match this, that'd be really cute. And then I think if I made, I don't know about a bikini bottom, if I made like a matching like skirt or something that had flowers on it to go with this, that'd be really cute. I don't see myself doing either of those things because I ran out of this yarn and making these flower petals and like doing the border and attaching them was like so aggressively laborious for like the smallest top ever. I do have a pattern for these shorts. They are longer in the back than the front. This is like more of a beach micro short, so it like barely covers the cheeks, but you could see on the pattern listing with like my pattern testers, it's very easy to just like make a longer style that can actually be worn every day. This set has a lot of good elements. It's just not a good set. Okay, I'm actually gonna go out of order again because I just remembered that I really like how this top looks with these shorts. This is made with the same yarn as the skinny scarf, so it's that like hobby unicorn yarn doubled up. And this is the same pattern as the other mesh button up. This is just a short sleeve version. I actually wore this in Portugal with like a white bikini top. And okay, well with this flower bikini, this might be a little bit crazy. Okay, so ignore the flower petals, but this is like a very cute beach look. I do kind of wish I had made this top in cotton. I made it, I think this is a merino, but if I remember correctly, I was in a time crunch and needed to use something in my yarn stash, and this is the only color I liked. Next up, we are entering granny square territory. All the projects for my granny square video. Are we going to be able to make it through this video? I've made this style of stretchy square top before. This is just a version with granny squares. I will say the fit is like not as spectacular as my normal stretchy square tops because those I like lace them up in the back and then I can pull it, so it's kind of more like corset style, whereas this is all squares. And I kind of like that it's a little bit more like loose. I get a lot of compliments on this top when I wear it. Actually, I've worn it 2 times, but that's more times than I normally wear anything. So maybe I'll get compliments on a lot of the things I make. I wouldn't know. And I think it's because it looks handmade. So people are like, did you make that? And then I'm like, yeah. Like there are like memes where it's like when you get to tell someone you made something. I'm the opposite of that because I just like don't want to open that conversation to them being like, oh my gosh, knitting, how cool. And I'm like, it's crocheting. And then they're like, oh my gosh, what is that? And they're like, when did you start? How did you learn? Do you sell stuff? And then I'm like, I don't want to go into my rant about the capitalizing on creative expression and the mass undervaluing of how much work fiber arts is. I've lost the plot. People are very, very sweet when they ask me if I make something, and they're always so complimentary. I think the reason I don't like it is because I'm bad at taking compliments. It is cute though. I wore it with these jeans and like a striped button up, and I felt like it was a very like, it was giving like Ghani, kind of colorful, quirky, cool girl. Do you see my vision? No? Oh, in terms of the yarn, this is a lot of random yarn. I don't know. A lot of it is Premier wool. This was also not a good top to make out of wool. I would love to have a cotton version of this top. I don't know why I keep making summer items in wool. I think it's just because I'm trying to like use up the yarn I have and I don't really make that many sweaters. Okay, I'm in a sweater, overheating profusely, but it's because I need to try on these granny square hat hood things. And what I learned from, if you watch my video where I made that like hooded scarf for my grandma, I've learned that a black sweater is what makes these look the least ridiculous on me. So the first one is more of like a hood. It's like very big, oversized. I have all these granny square projects because I made a video where I tried to see how many granny squares I could make in a day. And then I proceeded to make all those granny squares into actual projects. Okay, this looks a lot better when I have like these little slut strands like curled. I just don't today because I, again, did not style my hair. I still think this is honestly very chic. And I think if I made a black and cream version, there is a universe in which I would wear this. What I love about this style is that it's just like so oversized. So as you saw, it's very easy to take on and off. You don't have to worry about like your makeup or your hair. Honestly, I'm gonna curl these strands really quickly because I feel like that's the reason I'm not sold on it. Okay, I did a very questionable job of curling, but I feel like this is immediately better. Do you see the vision now? It's okay if you don't. I'm honestly dreading having to see myself in this thing again. This is one of those rare instances where I said something was not giving in a video and then all the comments like agreed with me in a very kind way. So I know I'm not even being mean to myself. I said in the last video I look, well, I couldn't remember what sport it was, but it was rugby. I look like a rugby player. And see, I tried to tie it looser to look less like a rugby player, but I don't know what's going wrong here because I see a lot of girls look cute in bonnets. So why do I look like this? This one is just, it's an L, and that's okay because not everything in life is a W. I'm gonna take this off now. Wow, I really did not curl this well. The last granny square project I no longer have with me. It's that heart granny square tote. My grandma wanted it, so when I went back to China last month, I brought it to her. But I think that was probably not the cutest. I think the top was the most my style, but that was like the most well-made piece from that video. I put this like really thick canvas tote on the inside so you can like literally hold like a heavy laptop and your water bottle and stuff. And I feel like where I lose a lot of points on my pieces is practicality. So that was a rare instance in where I made something very practical. I need to get out of this sweater immediately. It is so hot. Tell me why I put the skinny scarf back on with my 365 party girl shirt in the hopes that it would be a vibe. I just look like I'm on Disney Channel in the early 2000s. The next 2 items are also pieces I don't have with me. I made a lot of pieces for other people this year, which I realize is not very conducive for this video format. I made another version of the striped shorts for Emily in like pastel colors. If you follow her, you know she loves like light colors, pinks, pastels. And that one I made in the style where it's like actually long enough, like everything is tucked in. Well, also I feel like her butt is a more normal size, so it's a little bit easier to contain it. Those are really cute, and the way she styled it is really cute. We have a photo of us both in our striped shorts together that low-key did numbers on Instagram. Or not did numbers, but like did better than I expected. Then I made a pair for Marissa. I don't have like photos of her in it or anything. I think I have like one mirror selfie, but I feel like she loves red. So I made her, no, I feel like she loves red. She does love red. So I made her like a red varsity stripe kind of style. It's like red and cream. Next was the cupcake skirt and top set. So basically I came out with the pattern for the skirt after I like posted that pink skirt, but obviously when I wrote the pattern I wanted to like develop a different style, so I did this long version skirt, and then I ended up making this top to go with it, and then I also dropped the pattern for the top, which is also reversible. I don't remember what the thicker yarn is. You're gonna have to go to that video. But the mohair is, I think the Weird Knitters Touch Me mohair. Don't quote me on that. Okay, here is this full set. I do think the bows in the front, along with like the little I-cord bows that I put on the skirt together, is a lot. So normally when I wear it as a full set, I'll wear the top the other way around. I like this because it kind of feels like the top is a continuation of the skirt and it's more of a dress vibe. But the top with the bows in the front with some, what is the word? Jorts. With like some light wash jorts. Really cute. I love like a tiny flouncy top with a more masculine bottom. And then this skirt, I've worn it with like a little blue baby tee and some cowboy boots. Like super cute festival outfit. It's like so radically not my style. But my thing is, I feel like if I make something that's not my style, but I like really lean in, like it's just like very much in that direction, I don't mind it. It's also so soft. What if I made like, imagine this, but it's like a snuggie. It's like a full cloak, like with a hood. And then imagine huge like ball gown covered in bows. Low-key, that'd be kind of camp. That'd be something you'd see at like the Met. That's my dream, by the way, to dress someone for the Met, which is crazy because I haven't dressed anyone for anything. I can't even dress me for the streets. I wear stuff that I make stuff that I never wear, but it's my dream, okay? I'm manifesting it. I'm putting it out in the universe. Okay, speaking of things that are camp, the next item is my plastic bag flower top. If you did not watch this 2-video series, I tried to make something with plarn again. It's where you like take plastic bags and you turn it into yarn and you crochet it. This is something I did on TikTok in like 2021 or something. That is still my most viral video to date, but the stuff I made is very ugly. So I tried it again this year and it actually destroyed me as a woman. It was such a long, convoluted process. I was literally melting these flower petals with the hair straightener, which is apparently extremely toxic. So don't do that. This is another piece where I just like have not thought about it since I made it. I think I was low-key traumatized, but it's cute. It fits really well and I kind of like it with jeans. It's very like, yeah, I'm wearing a huge flower on my chest, but it's casual. So many of the comments, I mean, I don't care because like these comments are what make a video go viral, but it's like, that cannot be comfortable. First of all, if a woman takes like hundreds of hours to make a top out of plastic bags, does it seem like I'm going for like ease or comfort here? Like it's for the concept, it's for the art, it's for the craft. And also, honestly, it's not that bad because again, like I ironed it so that like it's pretty flat and I'm wearing nipple covers. So I'm not like, because nipple to plastic would be a little jarring. That sounds jarring to me. The most uncomfortable part of it is the fact that it's like a fucking corset and it's so tight, but the plastic part is really not bad. I could tie this way tighter if I wanted because the material is so stiff. It really is kind of like the boning in a corset and I can like really, but I'm not in the mood to do that right now. And yeah, the freaking plarn video went viral again. People just love plarn. They love plarn and I hate plarn. Guys, I need to get a freaking move on, okay? I feel like I should almost be done and I low-key have a lot. And I have a piece from the very beginning of the video that I forgot to show you. I definitely made this last year, but I'm pretty sure because I was behind on editing, this did not make it into last year's video. I knit it while I was in China. It's just a very cute little basic. Let me show you. Like, look how cute it is. It's so freaking soft. It's so comfy. And the bows are a cute touch. I actually wore this when I was in Korea. Well, you couldn't really see it because I had like a million layers over it because it was cold AF. But I kind of want to make more of these, maybe like a slightly more oversized version. I wish I remember what I did. Like this collar ribbing, zero clue how I did it. I was truly just like freestyling in the mountains of China. I like knit a double-stranded mohair. I think this is a Weird Knitters Touch Me mohair again. I'm scared. I feel like you guys are gonna comment for a pattern. No pattern, at least for now, because no clue what I did. Next item Next two items, let me find them. These two pieces are nothing new. They're like duplicates of things I've made before. I made them when I was on vacation in Europe because I just wanted like a project I didn't have to think about. So this is the cupcake skirt in white. I think the thick yarn is a Karen latte cake and the thin yarn is probably the Touch Me Mohair. This top, I don't even know what it is. I literally think it's an acrylic yarn, but this is like one of the few instances where I really don't mind because for the stretchy square top, I kind of like when the squares have a little bit more firmness, structure to them. I feel very lazy to try these on for you because you know what they look like, but I have to because that's literally what this video is. I need to move faster. Honestly, every time I lace up this top, I still get an ego boost. I just feel like it is so flattering. Like it makes me look like I actually have boobs because of like this line here. And then it snatches the waist so nicely, especially with low-waisted jeans. Ties in the back like this. I actually made another one of these that I sold. And then I think the cupcake skirt is still on sale online. I'm obsessed with this top. I need to make this in, well, I was gonna say every color, but maybe just white because that's the only other color I want it in. It's still like by far my most worn crochet item. It's like one of the few pieces where I like would buy it. Like I actually really like it. I don't just have it because I made it. I get a lot of requests for like a pattern for this. The thing is, it's literally just squares connected at the triangles, connected at the corners. Okay, I threw on this random t-shirt, or it's not random. You guys literally make fun of me in the comments for how often I was wearing this, like in the spring and summer. But here's the ruffle skirt. This is like a small medium. Like you could definitely buy this one if you're a medium, because I have this drawstring to like adjust the waist. And I feel like it's a little bit longer than the pink one too. I wanted it to be something a little bit more comfortable to wear if you don't love showing skin. Honestly, like I think this particular piece made me love this pattern more because the other versions of it that I made were so cutesy, and I was like, okay, cute, but like I would never wear it. This, I probably still wouldn't wear it, but it's a little bit closer to something I would wear. The next piece is something else I don't have. Well, okay, we're getting towards the back half of the year. This is good. It's the little pleated skirt that I made for Jasmine. Honestly, like one of my favorite makes this year. I used one of my friend's patterns and that shit took forever. Okay, I kind of did it to myself because I was trying to make it in like the most unreasonably short time frame, but it's like a lot of single crochet with like a 3mm hook. I think I used the Hobby Rainbow Bamboo, something like that. Really love that yarn, by the way. It's like has a really nice feel to it. It's like a mini skirt. You really want it to not be like warm. Like you want it to be like breathable and like lightweight. I really want to make myself one, like with like the contrast waistband. It's so cute. I do think it's like a little bit of a tough silhouette for me though. I think it looks better on her because it is one of those skirts where like it's the same length all the way around, and I need the back to be a lot longer. Like when the front got to the length that I thought looked good on me, my entire ass was hanging out of the back. So I do think if I made one for myself, I would have to like find a way to adjust it to make the back a little bit longer. Next piece is another piece from my Europe travels. I made this while I was in Portugal and Copenhagen. It actually started off as my striped mohair bolero. I don't know if you can tell, like this portion right here is the beginning of that pattern. And then I was trying it on for fit and my friend was like, wait, that'd be really cute as like a little mock neck top. See, like this one kind of surprised me because when I was making it, I was like, whatever, like I'm just making it so I have something to work on while I'm traveling. But it turned out like I really love the cut, and the color choice is also like very random. It's a Premier yarn that I was like using for a brand deal. And then I just paired it with this gray mohair because there was like some gray in the thicker yarn. And I didn't think I'd like this kind of like grayish yellowish because there's like bits of yellow in here. I didn't think I would like this color scheme, but like I've gotten so many compliments. This is like one of the pieces this year where a lot of people were like, can you make me one? Which is always the highest compliment. The answer is of course no. Have I worn it? Really? No, I did. I wore it a few times actually. Like twice. Which, as you're probably getting from this video, is like many times. For me. Okay, next top. This is using Arcane Fiberworks, which is like one of the most beautiful yarn brands. They have the most insane colorways. So I just made like a little solid tank that's reversible. This is from my fall trip vlog. The fit didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted. I'm considering like adding some sleeves or like, I don't know. If I do another like finishing my abandoned projects video, I might include this. It's fine. This is another top also where I normally wear a sticky bra. If you're wondering why I'm looking a bit flat like a board, but I don't know if sleeves would even fix it. I just kind of wish I had made this like this cut because that would be so cute. There's obviously no way it's going to become that, but I'm like, oh, maybe if I add like a little short sleeve, it'll make me like the fit of it. Something is afoot, okay? Something is not quite right. Okay, I made the back lower so that it would be reversible and you could also wear it like this. I actually think I kind of like this way around better. The strap situation feels less weird to me. This is one of those pieces that I've just elected to not think about after I finished it. I forgot to mention, by the way, the colorway from Arcane Fiberworks is Wild Onion. We're now entering striped sweater territory. I'm showing you like 2 pieces at once because I'm really trying to up our velocity here. So this is the knit striped sweater from my try to knit a sweater in one day video, something like that, where I actually succeeded this time. Sorry if that's a spoiler. Spoiler. This is some boucle that I got in Madrid, but I have like no idea what the fiber is or what yarn it is, unfortunately. And then this is my Easy Breezy sweater pattern. Very proud of this pattern. I feel like it is perfect for people who are like haven't made wearables or they're less comfortable freehanding wearables. Like if you don't sew, you're probably less familiar with like how to make the panels and join them. And I feel like this just explains that in like a very beginner friendly way. And I think like with what you get from this pattern, you could easily start making like other wearables yourself. The colorful yarn, I don't know what it is. I took the label off of it. And then the mohair is the Diablo mohair from Hobby. When I'm buying mohair for myself, I usually get that one or the Kid Silk from Hobby. Okay, I will say like knitting wise, this is not my best work. You can see the stitches are like really uneven. I use like huge needles, like 12mm needles for the sake of finishing the sweater in time. I definitely would have used like a 9 or 10 normally. Like I wish the holes weren't quite as big, but honestly, this is like, in terms of things I would wear, one of my favorite makes of the year. It's just so oversized and colorful and cute. I can't explain it. It has like very cool girl vibes to me. Like if I saw someone wearing this in the street, I'd be like, that's a cool girl. I haven't really figured out how to style it though. I did wear it with like a long white skirt and boots when I was on the fall trip. And I kind of liked that, a little bit more unexpected, but normally I've just been wearing it with like jeans and a leather jacket. I wore that a lot in the fall. Also, I normally like how this looks with like a tank top underneath because you can like see the neckline here. I'm trying all these sweaters with nothing underneath other than my nipple covers, which I realize is a bit diabolical, but again, it's for the sake of time, okay? I'm not just raw dogging sweaters like this normally. Do I like this? It's very not my style. Like I'm not drawn to wearing it at all, but I like it. Because here's my thing about like fashion. There's like outfits that I feel very me in. If I were to meet someone new, I'd want to be wearing that outfit because I feel like it reflects me. And then there are outfits where like I just dress completely not my own personal aesthetic, but it's like for the sake of dress up. So like I wore this with a little white pleated skirt and like lace tights and white heels. And I feel like that was so cute, just like leaning into the cutesy vibe. And then I saw someone I knew on the street and I was like, please don't look at me. Like, this is not who I am. This is not who I am. I don't know. I don't want to sell it, but maybe I should because I just feel like there's a way better home for this sweater. But that could be said for like almost everything I make. Oh, next piece I'm very excited about. It is the top that I knit for myself when I was in China with the Chinese buttons. This one really does not make sense until I try it on. And this is once again, the Weird Knitters Touch Me mohair in salmon. I've really used this specific yarn for a lot of projects. I'm realizing. Look how freaking cute this is. This honestly might be my favorite make of the year. Is that diabolical? This is something I want to do a lot more next year. Like I love Chinese fashion. I think you see it more in my jewelry. I wear a lot of like jade jewelry and Chinese inspired jewelry, but I really have not drawn those elements into the clothing that I make. And like, why have I not like crocheted cheap haul? Especially because I feel like there is a lot of Chinese inspired design, but it's more so like in the fabric space versus the fiber art space. So I just feel like there's really room there for me to like do things that I'm not gonna say have never been done before, but like have been done less, you know? And it's so flattering. I love that you can see a little bit of the minimal tittage but it's there. And the diagonal like ruined my life and made my life so much more difficult, but I fear it was worth it because it looks so good. I think this is the last piece I have to try on. Thank God, because as I mentioned like 47 times in this video, I'm losing my mind. The last two things I made. Oh, all the scrunchies from How Many Scrunchies Can I Crochet in a Day? I've given some of them away. Like I did a little giveaway of some of my PR and I threw some scrunchies in there. There's a giveaway winner from the scrunchie video who won their favorites, but I still have a bunch that I love. That one, so cute. This one's so cute. Not me just pulling every single one out and saying so cute. I haven't worn any of these, but I'm blaming it on the fact that like I was in Asia and that I haven't really been wearing my hair up that much. So cute. I don't know why I'm like acting surprised. I'm literally the one who made these. And I just have them in a bag because like, I was like, oh, anytime someone comes over, I can just give them one. And I'm beginning to realize that I never have anyone over, ever. And then the last thing I made, okay, wait, this actually is not in order at all because I made this before I made this, but it was the hooded scarf that I made for my grandma, the granny square one. So cute. I don't think I'm gonna make one for myself. I don't think I would wear it, but I have such a strong urge to make another one because I just like, it was a very fun, satisfying project and I feel like it's such a good gift. I just have to think of who to make it for. I think I did the math. I think if you include everything I made, including the stuff that like I don't have with me that I gave away, 30, 32, 34, 30 something pieces for the year. Yeah, I guess I don't know why I said I didn't make that much. That's still a lot of things. That's still like 2 to 3 things a month. It's just like, if I didn't have to film anything, if I could just make stuff, y'all would be floored by how much I would make. But also, who gets to just like make things and not film it? That's how I monetize it. So that's my dream life though. In like a universe where capitalism doesn't exist or where I'm just super wealthy. I feel really insane. And I have so much clothes to put away because I pulled these all out from like the most random locations. But please comment down below what your favorite piece was from this year. And I'll link all the yarns that I mentioned like multiple times. I'll link down below. And obviously the hobby yarns, I will link down below. Use my commission link. Please financially support your girl. There are probably other things I wanted to say at the end of this video, but I have nothing left going on in my brain. So I'm just going to say thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the whole year. Well, actually, you probably weren't here the whole year. Maybe you were. So thank you for supporting at any point in time this past year in my first year as a content creator. It means so much to me. Like I'm so hard on myself. And I'm so impatient about like growth and like monetizing my content. You guys messaging me that my content like means something to you is literally the only thing that keeps me going. Not the only thing, but like the main thing that keeps me going. I got like the sweetest message from a viewer in the Czech Republic who's 14. 14! I was like, or she's not even 14 yet, she's 13. I was like, I've literally been on Earth twice as long as you. But so sweet, and like saying that she like rewatches all my videos and it's been really helpful for her during a hard time. And I don't really get that because I'm like, why would watching me be helpful during a hard time? But like knowing that I'm not just like throwing all this shit out into a void, that like it's actually has some value in your guys' lives and makes some difference, that really makes it all worth it. Even if it's trying on 4 bajillion articles of knit clothing when it's not even that well ventilated in my room. I'm realizing my allergies didn't go off. Those meds really worked. Happy New Year. May we have a fucking slay ass year next year. 2025 is gonna be our year. Guys, it needs to be my year. Okay. I love you guys so much.